Ready. Hi guys, my name is Axle Hildebrand and I'm presenting artists Diane Borsato and Ettore Bugatti. This is from my sculpture 235 class. Today's date is December 3rd, 2020. Biography: Diane Borsato is a Canadian visual artist, and Mr. Bugatti is an Italian-born French automobile designer and manufacturer. Next, we're going to talk about the materials, methods, and technologies. Borsato was born in 1973 to present. She explores pediological practices and experimental ways of knowing through performance, intervention, video installation, and photography. Bugatti, born September 15th, 1881, passed away August 21st, 1947, is a renowned sculpturist, an exquisite artisanship, and styling and engineering. Now we're going to talk about the formats and artistic genres. I'm just going to focus on Mr. Bugatti at this point. Bugatti is known for combining luxury and highly competitive vehicles in a single pedigree. He's known for forming rolling interactive works and masterpieces. And I put the word in here, autotistic masterpieces. And I define the word autotistic over here as an embodiment of artist and machine. And I put feminine because machines are referred as feminine. Balance in both feminine and masculine representation. The vehicles have both feminine and masculine aspects of their design and contours and form, which are appealing to both males and females. And what this brand is also known for, and I'm just quoting this right out of Bugatti.com, the brand values, quote, art, form, technique. And this is how it's described, this unique approach of the Bugatti brand name. Oops, I forgot one slide, guys, sorry. Underlying concepts and subjects. This is a bit of the history. In 1898, 17-year-old Bugatti made his first vehicle called the Type 1. Just a quick sketch of the Type 1 here. Chain drive, open design vehicle. That vehicle was presented to the 1901 Milan Trade Fair, which was a show in France. At this trade show, 17-year-old Bugatti was awarded the T2 prize for his vehicle. Through that vehicle, he received recognition and was able to have coach builders build vehicles on his behalf. And it wasn't uncommon that in those days to have a cab and chassis built and then a coach builder build whatever body style that they wanted. So in 1921, he had his father endorse or sign a contract on his behalf because he was still considered a minor. So now we'll move along over to this room over here. We're going to talk about the underlying concepts and subjects. So some of these underlying concepts, values, subjects that Mr. Bugatti, Ettore Bugatti, and the brand name stood for was nothing is too expensive, and the brand name today stands for that as well. Nothing but the best materials, skills, artists, and craftsmen, producing machines and works of rolling art of exceptional beauty and design, speed, power, function, and that was sourced from Wikipedia. Next, I'm going to talk a little bit about, actually I don't want to talk about additional information, I'll move over here and talk about some of the historical art movements. He was inspired by his father, who was a well-known artist and carpentry designer. He produced artworks and furniture that went outside Italy that were sold worldwide. Mr. Bugatti attended the Milan's Academy of Art, and he's also greatly contributed to the history of the automobile and racing design. These are some of his legacies. And I have some additional information over here. And in 1909 and leading up to World War I, Mr. Bugatti was contracted by the French and US governments to produce aircraft engines. It was through those royalties he was able to start up his own production factory after World War I. During the 1930s, his only son, Jean, passed away in an automobile accident, and after that there was nobody else to continue the legacy. After World War II, the factory was rebuilt and the brand name Bugatti was unable to recover at that point. Moving on to present day, in 2000, the brand name, I should back here, 1963 was sold to the Spanish name Hispano Suza, I think is how I say it, and they didn't produce any vehicles. And then from there it went to a single production in the 1990s. It was unsuccessful, I think maybe 100 vehicles produced. And then in year 2000, Volkswagen Motors purchased the Bugatti name and produced the Bugatti Veyron. And the Bugatti Veyron is a present day world record holder and speed in a few other classes. And it is through that parent company, Volkswagen, that this name and these legacies and these concepts of exceptional design, power, function, speed, nothing too expensive, is thriving as a production vehicle. Only production vehicle.